Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another commentary. This is of a comedy this time from 2010, starring the always lovable Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. Due date. Yeah, I haven't done this one yet, and haven't seen this movie in years, so it's time to see it. It's 95 minutes. It's pretty short, like a comedy should be. So let's get started. Dun- It's been a long time since I've seen this. I rented this I think at the library because I wanted to see it. Legendary Pictures, who did the Godzilla films that came out in the 2010s, and the recent one that came out 2 years ago. And this is R rated, not PG-13. Todd Phillips, the director of Joker and Joker 2. And I'm seeing it. I don't care what anybody says, okay? I'm looking forward to Joker 2 in 2024. Due date. And this movie is way shorter than Pain and Gain. It's only 95 minutes, not 2 hours and 9 minutes. The Riz is in this movie. I forgot he was in it. Jamie Foxx has a small role here. Delta. There's Michelle Monaghan pregnant. She's so hot. I love Michelle Monaghan. Good morning. This movie's Oscar worthy compared to The Gentleman. Yeah, The Gentleman. I didn't even finish the movie. Cinema fan didn't even finish it because there's no one I liked in the movie. McConaughey's supposed to be the lead, and he's barely in the film. And everybody else is British and weird in the movie, and I hated it. And I'm not a Guy Ritchie fan. I like one of his films, Man from Uncle. That's it. It feels like her character that he impregnated her character from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Who, and trust me, I would. There he is, Zach. Look at that puppy. It's a well shot movie. Todd Phillips knows how to shoot a film. He did this after The Hangover, so that's why he worked with Zach again. But I didn't see the Hangover sequels because I heard that they weren't as good as the first one. And I'm fine with the Joker movie being dark. I mean, it's a musical. Yes, he did. And Robert Downey Jr. had a drug problem back in the 2000s, but now he's got sober and his career's doing fine. Yeah, Oppenheimer didn't make a billion the like Iron Man 3 and the other MCU movies he was in, but he got better. Unlike some people that never learned their lesson. Yeah, I know. And I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I wanted to revisit it. And I don't care what anybody says. It's a better movie than the Hangover sequels and any comedy that came out this year on Netflix. I can say that easily. Todd Phillips will not make Joker 2.5 hours. It's in good hands. Josh thinks that there's going to be abuse in it because Harley Quinn is in it. It's a freaking musical. What musicals have abuse in it? What like Chicago or Sweeney Todd? Sweeney Todd has murder in it, and it's hailed as one of the greatest dark musicals of all time. I'm fine with it. I can live with it. Unlike some people that can't take anything because they're overly emotional, I can take it. Why? Because I'm a human being and I know how to take bad news. I mean, the writer strike didn't break me. You think anything will this year, the rest of this year or next year? No. Look at his fat belly. Oh God. This is like Plane, Train, and Automobiles. I like that movie more because John Candy is very likable, even though he annoys Steve Martin. Galifianakis is a little bit, much. He's a little bit too much in this film sometimes, and I know the feeling when somebody bothers me and won't leave me alone. Todd Phillips has a darker sense of humor. I mean, the only movie he did that I was not a fan of was War Dogs because Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, they're not likable characters. They're not likable. They're like the same characters from Pain and Gain. They're criminals, and I don't like them. Poor Robert Downey Jr. Oh my God, they shot Iron Man. It's a phone. You're gonna shoot a man on a plane that's filled with people, and this was after 9/11, by the way. This was like 10 years after 9/11. About 10 years. At the end of Avengers Endgame, I was crying out died. Yeah, yeah, because again, it's emotional. The movie was an emotional roller coaster. That one, Wakanda Forever, and the last Spider-Man movie. No, not Across the Spider-Verse. I mean the real thing, No Way Home, which came out before Across the Spider-Verse. And even The Last Guardians, it made me emotional. What is a cartoon going to make me emotional for? I told you the first movie's good, but it's not the greatest Spider-Man movie. People just said that because of the art style. Yeah, a digital comic, and yet it didn't work for Ninja Turtles this year. It made money, it just didn't make Spider-Verse money because people are just tired of that digital look, like they're moving like a 4K TV. I don't know. I just prefer my comic book movies live action. The only animated ones I think are better are the DC ones because they're telling a more adult story and they're R rated. They're not PG for kids. Sorry. What can Spider Verse do more dark than The Dark Knight Returns or All Star Superman or Justice League Dark? I don't know. They're calling it a masterpiece. I'll see it next year. Deal with it. I don't want to talk to Josh today because I know how he is. I know how he is. He has these ticks that just drive me crazy on Facebook, and I'm like, that's why I'm avoiding it. I'm doing this podcast for me. I'm sorry that you can't tell me ahead of time when you hate an actor. Say it ahead of time. Don't say it in my Facebook. Jeez. That's why in the rest of the decade, I don't want to meet any more people on the spectrum. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need more people like me. I'd rather they have ADHD than be on the spectrum because at least then we have a condition, not a mental disorder. Sorry. Joker never affected me psychologically because it's just a movie. People got to remember that. When you're watching a film, this is not a documentary. Just watch it and shut up. Yeah, Galifianakis is a little much here. That's probably why I haven't seen the movie in years. Robert Downey Jr., I sympathized with him the whole time. He's like, Tremblay, you're not French. He's on a no-fly list. Trust me, I don't want to get. I haven't taken. I haven't taken a plane since I was in my 20s, so I want to go back. It's been a couple years. It's been many years. Not because I can't fly, because I want to fly. It's just my parents always leave me here with the dog. Yeah, it is. I don't want to deal with annoying people anymore. I'm sorry. Can't. It is almost fall, and I want to enjoy my Comic Con. When I go to Comic Con, Josh, I will not be talking to you on Facebook until I get home. And no cracks on my costume, or you get blocked. It's that simple. No cracks. I don't care how bad the 2011 Green Lantern movie was. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just let me be me. You be you, I be me. At least I'm keeping my YouTube channel alive. I'm doing videos every other day to make up for the last 4 days I didn't do a video. We're 13 minutes in. I want to just let that out because I know how you people are. Why does he have a gun? Malcolm X is black. A Waffle House. Oh, that looks so good. I always go on trips for pleasure, not for business. But my business is home in New York City. Well, now it's about streaming because TV shows back in 2010 were still doing well, but now that yeah, but Charlie Sheen went crazy and he was replaced by Ashton Kutcher. At least Galifianakis is not in Joker too, because again, I want actors that actually are willing to curse on screen in an R-rated movie. He doesn't for some reason. I don't get it, but I'm not gonna. I don't care. I haven't seen a movie with him in a long time. So the last film I saw with him was I think it was the Lego Batman movie, animated and live action, was Keeping Up with the Joneses, which he was fine. I prefer John Hamm and Cal because Gal steals every scene she's in. Glaucoma. It's a Todd Phillips movie. Who wrote this movie? The guy was Iron Man. Todd Phillips wrote it. Adam Schitzkeel. I don't know how to say that. Alan R. Cohen and Alan Freeland. So four people wrote the script. Yeah, and the story as well. Why is he walking like a gay man? Again, plain plain strange automobiles is the better film. It's also R rated, but it's sweet and it's only R rated because of one scene in the airport. But Michelle Monaghan, man, that face, I wish she was in Mission Impossible again instead of Haley Atwell. I'm sorry. I know you have a boner for her, Josh. I don't. I never did. Since 2011, I couldn't stand her in Captain America. She's not my Captain America. Chris Evans is, and now it'll be Sam Wilson next year in Captain America: The New World Order or whatever it's called. Julia Lewis, yeah, numb, numb. They worked with each other in Natural Born Killers. Good, well made movie, but man, it's so mean spirited because everybody in that movie is just an ass, and it's too much. They're watching Tom and Jerry, classic cartoon. Why would you throw a lizard? Your hand slipped. You threw that at him. This was after Pineapple Express came out. I don't like to annoy people. That's Todd Phillips in a cameo. Again, he made a masterpiece with Joker, a near masterpiece, and some people can't handle how crazy it was. It's getting into the psyche of the man that became the Joker. It was not going to be a freaking cartoon. I'm sorry, like Jared Leto's whatever the hell that was. Phillips likes to make cameos. He made a cameo on Road Trip, the first Road Trip, not that bastardized sequel. At least I like Todd Phillips' movies. Don't touch Tony Stark's tie. It's basically if Tony just was, unhinged and. Kids like to touch too much, and I'm like, yeah. No. Oh. They have a drug dealing mom. Yeah, what is this? An episode of Weeds? See, sometimes kids have to get what they have to be disciplined, man. Phillips is like, yeah. That's why you never work with Galifianakis again after the Hangover sequels. It's too safe. I'm tired of actors trying to be safe, and I'm not saying safe. Taking safety precautions. I'm saying that they don't want to. They want to hold back. Don't. I don't hold back. Unlike Taika Waititi and James Gunn, Todd Phillips is not off his rocker. Gunn made me cry this year. Yes, congrats. But that F-bomb wasn't necessary in Guardians. And Waititi's off his rocker. I mean, look at the next movie he's doing. He's doing some football movie with some indigenous people and Michael Fassbender playing an American. Yeah, I'm so not buying that. He's doing that to win an Oscar. I know. I have eyes. He's off his meds, and we know that. Yeah, he smokes weed. That's not good for you. for weed. I know. No, he's not. Zach Galifianakis was in his 30s when he did this. He's not. He wasn't 23. In 2010, I was like 25. He's older than me. There's no way he was in his 20s. Mm-hmm. My problem is some people on the internet are just too crass for me. They're too in my face. Checks cash. That's what's his name? That's what's his name? Danny McBride. Exactly. He's not Canadian like Jacob Tremblay. Mm-hmm. It's a headshot. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I remember. Also, this movie doesn't have a lot of diversity in it. You know why? Because this was made in 2010. They didn't have to shove it in my face and like everything now. Now everything has to be about what you look like and what color you are and instead of your talent. Sorry, the diversity hire is not working now. Barbie did not make money because of diversity. It made money because there's an IP that people love. Mario, same thing. Well, Ouch. Yeah, Todd Phillips has to have cameos in this movie. Oh my god. What person that works at a check cash place has a stick? I don't know. So what? I can't deal with handicapped people anymore. I already got members of my family that are. So that's why I don't want to deal with it. I'm not handicapped. I can move. I can walk. I can think for myself. I can make a rational decision. Putting diversity in movies like in the 2010s, yeah, because they're like Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, this might matter. This. Again, I don't care. I don't. That's why the writer's strike happened because they want to be paid to write garbage instead of writing good scripts like this. Can't force diversity. People are sick of it. With Disney, we're 33 minutes in, so we still got a third. There's a third, about a third of the way through. Dog is like, well, what is this problem? I'm emotional, but I'm Todd Phillips was a perfect director for Joker because Joaquin Phoenix's performance really won me over. Despite the controversy, even though I don't see no controversy in the movie, it wasn't meant for kids. What were they going to make a PG-13 Joker movie? It wouldn't have worked. It'd be neutered. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I just gotta eat. Darn your smile. It's not my fault. I don't have time to see a podcast. When I have time, I have every time, all the time in the world. Now that I'm not going on vacation anymore this summer, I'm fine. I'm staying home until Thursday. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't do that. 35 minutes. That's gross. The dog is also touching himself. I guess. While this is no Deadpool, it's not as unfunny as being the game. All the characters are unlikable, even Tony Shalhoub. He's a good actor. They're good actors playing these unlikable pricks, and I can't stand them. This bothering me a lot. Robert Downey Jr. I sympathize with his character here. If I met some strange man on the plane that he got me kicked out, I'd be like, just get away from me. Seriously. I am not a tolerant person. I've never been a people person, not even when I was a kid. I know the kind of people I want to be around. Yeah. I'm not very tolerant. Because if I was, I've got gay people on my podcast every week. But I don't. Because a lot of them just want to rub their agendas in my face. And I told you, I am not a homosexual. Not. Why do you think I lick my lips at women? Because I'm heterosexual. I'm the total opposite of what they are. I don't have any flags or insignias on the wall. Because I know who I am. I don't want to preach. I don't want to shove things down people's throats. That's right, Robert. Leave him. They're not supposed to stop in the driveway. He's talking to a coffee. I know. I know the feeling. Yeah. At Comic Con, it's all about the nerds. Not about agendas shoved in my face. Because I'm like, I'll shove them out of the way. I'll be like, get out of here. Don't try to sell me a CD. I don't want your CD. Free swag, that's fine. But don't try to sell me your BS. I'm not interested. I'm interested in buying one thing. That's autographs or pictures from the celebrities that are going to be there. You don't know what you know. Yeah, I don't like to travel with people I don't know or annoying people. I just want to get there and enjoy myself and come back. Yeah, I like those too. I'm sorry I'm too expressive and I'm too much man for some people. Okay. Farmland. Feels like an independent movie. It's like Hershey, Pennsylvania. I like traveling, but on my feet mostly. That way, I make the decision. Not supposed to fall asleep at the wheel. Oh my god! When the Marvels comes out, I do not want to hear that it's forced diversity because it's three women of different shades. I'm fine with it. I'm attracted to all three of them. Yeah, all three of them. They're all women. It's not like there's none of this non-binariness, like in Monster High with Frankenstein, and it's a they. It's not even a real girl. No, Claudine and Dracula are real girls. I like the real deal, not some imposter. The hospital broke his arm. Exactly. That happened to Tony at the end of Civil War. Yeah, I would tell people to stay away from me. I don't like people that annoy me. I'm sorry. Exactly. Or riding a bicycle. I only sleep in my bed, or if my dad's driving. It's gonna be fast. I get it, Robin. Donna Jr. He's owns it. I know. I know the feeling. Why do you think I can't see the whole at a convention? Because I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna grab her and bust her lip. Because I don't want to. I don't want her in my life. If Josh knows I don't like somebody, know that. Okay. Don't be like, oh, you're a sexist or you're racist. No, I don't like the hobo's face. Yeah. I'm tired of people being so annoying and trying to haunt me. There's no Brits. There's no there's no Brits in this movie. They don't need to. They're not funny. You're not 23. My sister wasn't even 23 in 2010. Jamie Foxx looks like he did in Horrible Bosses, except his cameo here makes more sense. It's not real. Don't worry. The dog was in no harm. No animals were harmed in this movie. They want to force diversity. I'm sorry. I don't need a mentally ill person as a lead in a freaking superhero movie. It's gonna ruin it for me, and I'm gonna be like, no. They're gonna have these ticks that Hollywood is gonna just run down the ground. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't need it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would say to someone like this. At Comic Con, I'm only going for myself. Yeah. Last year I went with a lot of momentum and I had got some great reactions. But the Flash flopped this year, so I'm trying to make up for it. I need redemption. I'm not an incel. I don't have to look for women on the internet and stalk them. No. I actually meet people in person. It's called socialization. Some people can't do that because they're like, oh, I'm too shy. No. No. I'm not a people person. I said it. I'm not. I mean my kind of people. And I don't mean Spanish people that are loud and obnoxious. No. Nerds like me. It's funny because they were both in the MCU because you had Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man and he was in it was Electro in Spider Man No Way Home. Yeah, he does deserve that. I need to have peace of mind. I'm not going to go in the fall and be like, Every movie is gonna suck because people. I don't care what people think, Josh. I said it. People that watch my channel know what I'm about. I'm not. I'm unfiltered. I'm unscripted. I'm not reading a script. You see a script in front of me? No. I like to watch movies that are entertaining. If that bothers you, then don't watch my channel. As simple as that. You can turn it off and go to another channel. I have to do my job here. And my job on YouTube is to entertain people, not preach, not pander, and not shove it in your face. If I want to do this, I'm not going to get canceled. Because guess what? Heterosexual men do that. Have you seen those wolf cartoons from Tex Avery? Yeah. He's not just licking his lips, he's like howling at the moon at a woman. Again, we still do that. Me Too is not going to stop that or any writer strike. There's Michelle Monaghan again. Did you see her beautiful body in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang? Oh my God. I want to get that movie so I could do a podcast for it. Let me get some orange. Let me get an orange. Yeah, I have no filters, guys. No filters. Did you see the Batman? When I did that podcast, I did that all the way through. I didn't even take a break. This movie's only 96 minutes. DMs, you know. Yep, that's not his coffee. That's not coffee. That's his ashes. Oh, that's gross. Exactly. Yeah, that's just good. He just drank his father. It's like the South Park episode where Cartman makes this guy eat his own parents. Yeah, he spilled it all over the floor. It's almost over, so just throw the ashes away. See, Jamie Foxx's cameo was short and sweet. It didn't extend itself. Comedies don't need to be more than 99 minutes because when they get to 2 hours, I'm like, just get to the point already. You know, 8 cups. I agree with that. That's racist. Vicodin. I know, Robert Downey Jr. I know how you feel with annoying people. Trust me. That's why when I do podcasts, I do it alone in my room with the door locked. That way we have no interruptions. I don't like to be interrupted. Hey, you're not the boss of me. Yeah, Cinema Fan is like one of the only faithful people that have been on my podcast since I came back yesterday. Good. I'd rather have somebody watching than nobody. Hey, excuse me. Why does he walk like a gay man? It's like, it's I guess bad direction. I don't know. He's getting high while driving, and you're not supposed to do either. I know. I don't like smoking weed. This is when weed was still illegal. Now people smoke it outside their homes or in the park. Because I smell. I know what it smells like. That dog is like, I'm high as a kite. No. He's a bear, cocaine bear. We're an hour and 1 minute in. 2 hours is too long for any comedy, unless it's like a comic book movie or something. You're going to Mexico. I already said Meji lives don't matter in cinema. Sorry, most of them. I'm not gonna drive to Mexico. Hell no. No, I would never go to Mexico. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. That's why I'm not seeing Blue Beetle. Maybe if Blue Beetle was white or black or something, I would be a thing. But it's a Mexican guy I've never seen with a whole Spanish cast. DC's trying to pander again, just like they try to do in the past. I mean, come on, look at all the shows they did on the CW. They had a Batwoman that was a white Australian that couldn't act, and then they had a black Batwoman. Why? Because reasons. Because again, they like to race swap everything. No thanks. After the Flash flopped, I need a break from the DC universe until 2 years from now. This scene could have been cut. I'm going to mute this scene. Oh, it's a bunch of Megis getting high again. Not funny. This is the one scene that could have been cut from the movie. Just Todd Phillips. It's not funny. I, I just don't think it was a funny scene. Like, oh, they're speaking Spanish. Ha 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 ha. Hardy freaking har. Mission Impossible didn't even have that. The last one that came out. He's driving the trailer. That's funny, but that it has a payoff. But yeah, again, now that this is a Fast and the Furious movie. I agree, John. I don't like traveling to international country because there were many foreigners that cannot speak English. Yeah, exactly. They come here and then I could barely understand them. I went to the drugstore to get my mom's dentist medication, and I swear there was this Russian lady. I had no idea what she was saying, and I was laughing on the line. I'm like, that's how bad this country is now. Wow, good stunt work, by the way. There isn't CGI in this movie. They did all most of this practically with real stunt people. A selfie. No, please don't. A near-death experience, and they're best friends. Arizona, so beautiful, man. She is a darling. The soundtrack is pretty good. The movie's almost over. It's a nice shot. Unlike the score in some movies now, the score in this movie was cool. Yeah, and it's subtle. It doesn't have to be over the top or bombastic every time. It's a comedy, not a melodrama. What do you think of God of War? I've only played the first game. I didn't finish it. That's a really good shot. Todd Phillips knows how to shoot a movie. He throws his ashes into the sky. That was just sand, not really ashes. Hey, Electric Dino, it's been a while. No, that's it's almost done. We know nobody in this movie's 23. Not even Juliette Lewis. I apologize for missing the podcast of the Mario Brothers. It's fine, Electric Dino. We all have our summer vacations. We all do different things in the summer. We're all different people, you know? If you do this, it's called abduction because you're holding a person against their will because you get clingy. I don't get clingy to people. I don't like people taking my stuff. That's why at Comic Con I'm not going to let anybody hustle me again outside of the. Nice movie due date, and I remember watching this on Netflix in my area. It was interesting. Yeah, he stole his wallet the whole time, and I don't like that contactless payment they do now, where everything you got to use a card, everything you have to use debit or credit or a gift card. You can't even use cash. A gun. You just shot him. You're an idiot. Jeez, this guy's so clumsy. He shot his leg. You shot somebody like an idiot. That was gross. At least this was a nice 95 minutes. The last movie was 96 minutes. See, nothing 3 hours. Sonny has a cone. A monkey. You don't leave a dog in a car all day. That doesn't look like a hospital. It looks like a college. No, wrong, wrong. Yeah, it's Keegan Michael Key. Yeah, he was just in the Mario movie. That was a cool cameo. See, it's quick. It's not overlong. I didn't know. I forgot he was in this movie. No, yours. He's not his best friend. He passed out because he got shot. If somebody shoots me again, trust me, I will not forgive them. Even if it was a mistake, I don't care. I don't like having holes in my body that I don't need. That's gross. Yeah, it was. No, no thanks. Yeah, that truck is already destroyed. I know that's the $1 billion face. Zach Galifianakis has never been in a $1 billion hit, but Robert Downey Jr. has many times. And why does he walk like that? I don't know why he walks like that. It's weird. Hmm. Yeah, I survived them too. I survived. I've survived the hobo. And look, Charlie Sheen before he went crazy. That's an episode that Zach Galifianakis probably did a commentary for. He probably got a guest spot on that show. The baby's so cute as a blonde, so it's not. Yeah, that's the end of the movie. See, an hour and 30 minutes. The movie didn't need to be 2 hours long. See, it's fine. And 90 minutes get me laughing, and I'm good. And while it's not hilarious and gut busting like the Mario movie or like The Hangover or even some other comedies that came out in the 2010s, it's still got its heart in the right place. It's just kind of like planes, trains, and automobiles, except John Candy is a better character. He's not as annoying and he's more sweet natured. And that script was more tidy. Just saying. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Not doing a podcast tomorrow. I need a break. And if you've never seen this movie, I would recommend watching it at least once. No masterpiece, but it's not the worst comedy I've seen. So see you later. And acknowledge me.